In this video, I'm going to share 13 Flux Pro prompts with you that can help you get some amazing results for your print-on-demand products. And in case this is the first time of you hearing about Flux Pro, it is a completely new AI art model and it gets amazing results. It's super easy to use and it's very accurate with text as well. It really nails the print-on-demand style and it is currently available for free on a website called Glyph Alpha. So if you're completely new to this, I will leave a link to my first video tutorial for Flux or for Glyph in the description so that you can check out how to get started. Prompt number one gives you a really amazing looking rainbow t-shirt design style, and in this case it says first grade vibes. So obviously you can easily change out the phrase right here within the prompt, and you can also adjust different things like the color scheme. Here it says soft lavender, light pink and white arcs. As you can see in the result, that's very well reflected. And you can also change that there is a stack of books. So these elements right here in the middle, feel free to swap them out in the prompt to get a different feel and a result that may suit a different niche as well. By the way, all of the prompts will be linked in the description as a free PDF download, so check that out if you want to easily copy and paste this and test them out for yourself. The second prompt I've got for you creates this really nice looking animal graphic drinking a drink. So in this case, we do have a dog with some bubble tea, and I do think what Flux does really well is, first of all, does nail the POD style in this example very well. It kind of looks similar to DALL-E 3 in my opinion, but obviously we can use DALL-E 3 for free. And then the paws look very realistic, also the way it's holding the drink and the straw right here. On many other AI generators, you would have this straw kind of being messed up and it going into the animal's eye or ears or something like that. Here, everything looks realistic, very great. And by the way, I basically only ran most of these prompts once. I rarely ever had to run them multiple times to get a decent result, which that is rarely the case with other AI art generators or models. That's why I really like Flux and why I think it is quite ahead of some of its competition already. Really cool prompt. Easily you can change out the animal, you can change out the drink, you can adjust other parts of the prompt to change out the color scheme and other features if you want, to help you create one of the most popular styles in print on demand. So here we have a prompt that gives you more of a sticker type of design. This is a grey and blue angry wolf front face. So I wanted a frontal shot right here. Obviously this start of the prompt you can change to whatever you need and then leave the rest to keep this same kind of style. Now the benefit of having this sticker outline is that when you want to remove the background, you are going to have an easier time in the sense because you can remove the black very easily and then remove this white outline very easily, and then you do have a very defined stroke edge to this wolf. I mean, I know it's 2 steps to remove the background there, first the black then the white outline, but with stickers the end result usually looks really good. And also this style, once again, it suits POD very well, whether you're going to use it on stickers, t-shirts or anything else. So if you're looking to create some simple silhouette graphics to use within your designs, maybe as decorative elements or maybe in front of a vintage sunset, then you can do that with this prompt right here. It creates a collection of 9 silhouettes in different positions. You can obviously swap out cat for other animals, vehicles, sports elements, like whatever it may be. And then you should have a selection of different silhouettes to choose from. You should be able to easily vectorize these and then just remove the background, and then you're ready to go. So yeah, very handy prompt to create a lot of graphics to choose from very quickly to help you decorate your designs. Moving on, here we have a watercolor theme. Again, a very simple prompt, which always makes it easier to change it for a different topic. This result gives you a pumpkin with a ribbon right here, an animal print ribbon, that sort of leopard print style, which is obviously very popular, looks very good on print-on-demand products. Change this around to different topics. I think this is a really good result for watercolor because watercolor tends to give you weird splashes and a bit of a dodgy outline. In this case, very clear outline. Maybe this shadow at the bottom is a bit annoying, but that can also be removed with a little bit of manual work if needed, right? You can also leave it and use it on your t-shirts with that shadow. But yeah, really nice looking, neat watercolor style and a very simple prompt to amend. And if you're looking to create some vintage sunset designs straight away right here with Flux, then I've got you covered with this prompt as well. It says vintage sunset vector t-shirt design of a motorboat with a white background. Flux seems to be one of the only AI art generators where you can just easily use t-shirt design as a keyword and it doesn't turn it into an actual t-shirt mock-up. I've been seeing and getting loads of good results with that keyword, and as long as you say that it needs to be on a white or a black background, then it's usually isolated and has nothing to do with an actual t-shirt being in the image. So try out that keyword if you haven't done so yet. The result here is really, really good. It's a little bit rough around the outline right here, but you can again manually erase that very quickly and easily. And this is just me running the prompt once. Pretty sure if you ran this a few times, you would probably get a clear outline, and you can also add that keyword to the prompt. But just looking at the style, this looks amazing. Very, very cool, sort of cartoony type vintage sunset. Everything looks fairly accurate as well with this boat. There's definitely potential to create a lot of really good looking POD designs with this simple prompt. Now, quick intermission right here, because I know for a lot of you, the daily rate limit has dropped to 20 images per day, which is obviously a lot lower than the initial 200 images per day. The reason that's happened is because there's been a massive spike of users since I posted that video. My glyph has been used over 100,000 times now, and currently the Glyph Alpha website is paying for every single image that's being generated with Flux Pro. That's why they've reduced the limit quite a lot. But the good news is there is a potential for you to actually get that increased to 200, as you can see right here. So I've got 200 because I've been given a creator account, and that doesn't mean that you have to be a YouTuber, not a YouTube creator, but a Glyph creator. That's the idea. So if you create some glyphs yourself and come up with some unique workflows right here for print on demand, then you can also be eligible and get access to a higher daily rate limit, which is really cool. I spoke to one of the Glyph team members about this, and he confirmed that that's possible. You don't even have to have your glyph used loads of times like me. You just have to be working on glyphs and creating a few for print on demand sellers. And I wanted to show you an example right here of, first of all, what these may look like and how these may work. I showed in my previous video how to set up a glyph from scratch, and here is kind of a more advanced model, because this is one that creates crazy stickers without a background. How does it work? Well, we've got these add block boxes right here, and you can add multiple features to a chain or a sequence of events that runs through. In this case, it starts with the prompt box like we have on my simple glyph, right? You enter a prompt. Then they've added a block right here, which turns this prompt into a more sticker suitable prompt. As you can see, they've adjusted this right here to say you're a sticker artist. You need to describe input 1, so whatever was entered right here at the top, in a way that will create a perfect sticker suitable for printing with a solid white line around it, make it easy to cut after printing. So there's some custom AI text right here that gets applied to every single prompt that people input. Then it gets sent to Flux Pro, as you can see right here, that's being used to generate the image. And then it gets sent to a background remover. So as you can see, you've got loads and loads of other features and functionalities right here that you can also build into one of these workflows, including upscalers. There's also upscalers right here, which are obviously also handy to have, that after the graphic gets generated, the image also automatically gets upscaled in the same breath. Let me just quickly show you what this one actually looks like in action. You can find it on the homepage right here in the featured section. By the way, there it is, crazy stickers. Cute cat is the default. Let's do cute unicorn. Oh, didn't mean to put cats, but let's do it anyway. As you can see, this one takes a bit longer because there's more steps to it, right? We're using that additional prompt to turn it into a sticker. Then we're generating the image, and then we're also removing the background. So there's a few more steps than in my simple glyph, but at the end you have a specific result without a background. You can see right here, it's now already generated the image, and it's on the last step where it is actually erasing the background. Here's some of the other results from people that have ran it before. It is not perfect in every image, but sometimes, as you can see, you get a sticker graphic here. And if we download this, then we won't have this white background that will be cut out. There we go, mine has literally just come back. So let's look at this, download this right here. That shows to you that definitely there is no background. The outline on the edge is not perfect, and this would definitely need some upscaling as well. But this is definitely a way to save some time during your workflow, and just type in an easy prompt like I just said, cute unicorn, and this is the result. Looks very, very POD like, and this outline doesn't really matter that much because we probably still want to remove this white sticker sort of stroke right here around the graphic after upscaling, ideally, because it's still low quality. But maybe someone can build a workflow that works better, that also incorporates upscaling. That is something that I personally haven't seen yet. On to prompt number 7. This one will help you if you're looking to generate some graphics for the upcoming election or for politics niches, because this one says American flag themed cats and flowers, clear stroke outline, t-shirt design, vector style, isolated on a white background. And as you can see, the result looks amazing. Nice vector style. It's got some additional decorative elements right here in these hearts. Flux tends to do that quite a lot, where they added a few extra bits that typically look quite good for print on demand. I also like these improvised flowers. That wasn't mentioned in the prompt either, but it creates a really, really nice looking layout. And yeah, the graphic style, very POD suitable, very simple prompt. So I hope this helps you out. Here we have more of a minimal illustration style with this prompt. This is a result with a golden retriever. I do like there's only a small amount of colors, clear outline, easy to remove the background. And also I could see this working on many types of print on demand products, not just t-shirts. So yeah, definitely a cool style worth testing out. Again, the example of golden retriever is just an example. I do encourage you to try out different niches with these prompts. So if you're after this style, apply it to your own niches. Don't just copy the prompt one-to-one and expect them to sell. But I hope this can help you out with some really nice sort of minimalistic styles for your t-shirt designs. Here we've got a great prompt if you're looking to create some fun looking typography designs. It creates a very vibrant style. We've got these dots in there, bit of a stroke outline. In this case it says second grade, so it's kind of school centric, but you can probably also change the prompt around, change the text, the quote, and a few of the styling features, and then use it for other niches as well, right? Kids themed mainly, or niches targeted at youth. Probably going to do better with this text. I wouldn't really use it for adults, but yeah, typography only designs can also work very well with Flux because it's very accurate with the text for the most part. Not every time, but in comparison to ideogram, it is at least as good as ideogram, I would say, and sometimes even better. Here's one of my favorite prompts out of the bunch. It is a skeleton riding a bicycle, which is obviously the subject you can change, but the overall style in this vintage sunset in the background looks really cool. I like these little star symbols right here. The color scheme looks amazing, and also the way there's this sort of round, slightly rough and rugged, but not too extreme sunset in the background. Just looks really, really cool. And I could definitely see this working on t-shirt designs. Try this style out, apply it to your own niches, and I hope it can help you get some sales. Quick side note before we get into this next prompt, yes, you can use the images that you generate with Flux Pro for commercial purposes. I actually went over that in my first video, the one that I've linked in the description. At the beginning of that video, I covered the terms and conditions so that you know you can use these for POD. I still get questions about it, so I thought I'd quickly mention it right here. But this next prompt is going to be really good for certain POD products, like for example, greeting cards, wedding invitations. I think that's where this style right here really works the best. You can try it on t-shirts, maybe coffee mugs as well, but this style is not 100% ideal for t-shirts, at least in my opinion. But just one thing to note right here, the text looks amazing. The script font, no visible faults. It looks very realistic. I can't tell this was AI generated, to be honest, from the font or from the text itself. That's another question that I seem to get a lot. Can I use the fonts? They're not real fonts. They are AI generated text. It's not like the AI has gone and stolen a font and copied it one-to-one. That's impossible. And this is a custom piece of text. It's not an actual font, but yeah, in this case, definitely really good result. The flowers around right here also looks amazing. Very, very nice and balanced. Love the color scheme. So yeah, definitely a prompt worth trying, although it might not be perfect for t-shirts. That's one thing to bear in mind. But with the right phrases, I could also see it working. Next up, we're back to a very simple prompt. This one says t-shirt design of Yellowstone National Park, white background, minimalist design. And I ran this a few times. All of the results were really, really nice. Sometimes there was text added, Yellowstone National Park, as you can see right here, even though I didn't put it in quotes. Typically you need to put it into quotes to get that text actually more likely to be included in the image. In this case, it doesn't look 100% perfect. I think the A's are a little bit difficult to read right here on this piece of text, but the graphic looks amazing. Could definitely see that working well. This sort of round badge-ish design with the trees bleeding out. Really, really cool style for the illustration. Definitely looks like a print-on-demand design. I can see this working on stickers, on t-shirts, many other applications. Yeah, some of the other results were a little bit different. They didn't have this round style, but still the nature graphics looked amazing. Very easy to remove the background on some of those as well. So it is definitely a prompt worth trying out for sure with different locations or nature themes. And here we've got another prompt for a very cool sort of cartoonish style. Love the colors of this one. This would definitely be useful for the upcoming fall season and Halloween, but do amend the prompt for different topics if needed. It's very simple, the style of this, and it creates a really cool graphic where the background typically is very easy to remove. And don't forget, all of the prompts are linked in a free PDF download in the description. If you want to learn how to keep your glyph images hidden so no one can easily copy them, then make sure to check out this tutorial next.